Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Pardon that you see me with the same makeup for a few videos in a row, but I'm pre-filming because I won't have time to film again. So I am here today to do my Shop My Stash for March. I am really excited because I had a lot of things that I used in February, but they were not, like, I was quite focused on using them exclusively. So I didn't have a lot of choice. I have like 3 blushes and it was a little bit limiting, I felt. So yeah, I'm actually excited to use other things this month. As is now almost a tradition, my friend Julia from Glitters for Breakfast has made requests to be added in my Shop My Stash. She knows my collection quite well as we talk daily about makeup, and some things I wanted to pull in, some things she wanted to pull in for me. So that's always fun. I wish I could have her here and go through my makeup and pick for me. But we did actually something similar with my friends Mariam and Meg. You'll see that video coming, I think, next Monday. And we did a get ready with me choosing each other's makeup, let's say, or like exchanging makeup that we thought the other person would like, and that was a lot of fun. But that's coming in the near future, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, for this month, let's flip you down over to my drawer. Again, if you are quite new to me and to my channel, you can go check out my beauty room tour to know a little bit where we're at. And yeah, let's go into my drawers and see what I'm gonna pick for my Shop My Stash for March, and some comments on what I had for February. Let's start with the first drawer, and here I have my face products that I had picked for the month. I had the blush, the Nabla blush in Truth, as well as the one in Adults Only. These are skin glazing. They have become really fast some of my favorite luminous blushes. I love them, but I use them to death. So I'm gonna put these back into my collection, and I think I'm just gonna put them back here. Then I had the Pixie highlight. This one was Delicate Dew, the little bit more cool toned. I rarely used this previously because of the pink shade. I don't really use so much cool toned highlights, so also here I used a lot this guy right here, but they are absolutely stunning. I still love this formula so much. I'm gonna put this away. I used a lot the Ofra blush in Format. It's a bit luminous and it actually looks absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I'm so happy my friend gifted this to me. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm definitely keeping this one and putting it back, but I used it a lot, so I'm putting it away for this month. Then I had the bronzer from Fenty Beauty. Love this. I'm just a bit, I just want something different. This is matte, and I actually feel like moving on to more luminous bronzers. Then what I also had in here was Moonwalk by Colourpop. I showed you this one in my monthly makeup routine for February. It's a duochrome. I used it in that video, and I used it a few other times in the month. I like it, but I can put it away. Then I had the Jelly Much eyeshadow in Origami. Never touched this, unfortunately. I don't know, I just wasn't wearing that much just straight up yellow, I guess. I think I'm gonna put it away because I wanna pull out some other things. I'm just gonna save this for summer. Yellow is more of a summer shade for me. And then I had the Natasha Denona Mini Glam palette. I did a review of this, so it was a focus point for my February. And you can see that review linked in the card up here. And yeah, my thoughts are quite clear there, and I'm just gonna keep it here in storage with the other minis, but I'm not gonna focus on this month. And that was a bit, actually, the products for cheeks that I had in my Shop My Stash, cheeks and eyes that I had in my Shop My Stash. And I wanna switch things up, so for blush, I am going to pull out the Jouer Cheeky Summer Blush Duo in Terracotta Sands and Hot Coral. And this is how it looks like. and I'm sure I'm gonna be loving these shades. They look like shades for me. Luminous, beautiful, and yeah, super happy to be using this guy again. For bronzer, I actually want to go here. I have a blanket, it's so cold here. I want to pull out my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. Oh, I put in the thingy upside down. I hope I can, yes. Here it is, and I am going to be using this one a bit more. I love it, and it's a cream, so it needs to be used as much as possible. Then I will, on request from Julia, I will pull out my Colourpop blush sticks, and these are in the shade Under Pressure, which is a bit more of a corally shade, and then Aloha, which is not this purple that looks on the cap, but it's more of a, you see, it's completely different shade. It's more of a nude, and I think that this with the two powder ones will, with these two powder ones will look good, so I'm gonna have these in for now. Looking in this drawer, these are like all of my lesser used or that don't fit up here, and yeah, I need a highlighter. The highlighter from Colourpop that I have is Flexitarian, but it's way too light. Like this one is really just a blinding highlight for when like special looks. What do I have here? This I think is a blush. Yeah, I have Becca. Moonstone is definitely light, so I use it for very specific shades, looks where I want to really illuminate. I wouldn't use it on a daily basis. Champagne Pop. I don't know if I feel like wearing such blinding highlights after using like these very nice pixie ones. I'll pull this out because I don't use it very much, but I also want something that I know I love. Let me think a little bit. I like the idea of having two different shades of highlighter like I had in my previous. So maybe I'll pull out Makeup Geek, and this is Daybreak, which is a little bit of a it's actually not as pink as it, or coral as it looks there. See, it has a little bit more of a, I don't know, cooler tone shift compared to sparkle compared to the Becca one. So I have two highlighters, 1, 2, 3, 4 bronzers, and 4 blushes and a bronzer. I think that should be okay for face. For eyes, I am going to go down to my palette drawer. Here we go. What I want to pull out is Smoke Sessions. I really love this palette and I need to use it more. So I'm gonna be using this one this month. And then I want to pull out this Mulak palette here because I haven't used it at all as much as I should. So these two for sure. Then this one was part of my Shop My Stash for February. I have an inclination to want to get rid of it because the only shades that I think is really, really worth it are the metallics. But even then, this is getting a bit chunky for my liking. Amazon Basin is gorgeous. And I mean, they perform really well, but I never reach for this one. I used it a few times. The mattes still, again, didn't really wow me. I actually didn't like them when I used them. So I think I'm gonna declutter this one. But let's see, for now it sits in here, and then we'll see with the declutter how far we get. And then in February, I also used the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette a lot. I'm finishing up my testing. The review will come soon, I promise. I probably will still be using this one. And I think maybe it's good to pair with the shimmers from Smoke Sessions. So I'm gonna keep this one in use. It also has a lot of the like more transition shades that you need for shades like for palettes like Smoke Session and this one who have much more like darker or more interesting shimmers. So I think these three are going to be my palettes for the month. I will also be doing another single eyeshadow palette for this month, but I don't want to spoiler it. So that one you're going to see the video, but that is also going to be among my things that I'm going to use. A single palette themed for March. I move you up here because I want to discuss more single eyeshadows. And Julia told me I have to pull out something from these liquid shadows from Colourpop. I have the shade OG from the Zoella and Colourpop collaboration, which is a beautiful rose gold, and I think I'm gonna pull this one out to use. And then probably that's it, because these shades are much more like weird or special shades, even though it might be that they're also going bad. I see like this one has separated. Seems fine. But I don't really use them much, so maybe I should just give them a twist. So I'm gonna be pulling out OG by Colourpop and putting back Moonwalk and Origami. Is there anything here that I want to use more of? Oh, I almost forgot. These guys. These are my new Cliona Cosmetics eyeshadows. These are the stained glass collection ones, and these are two regular shimmers. So I'll definitely be using these guys in March. They're gorgeous. If you want to see a swatch video or like a review video of these, let me know. I know there's quite a bit online already, but I don't know. I have 8 of them and I like them. They're super beautiful. So let me know if it's something that you would like to see. For lip products, I'm gonna pull out a few things. I think last month I was mentioning how I was going to try to use more, maybe a bit more light like this. No. Last month I said I wanted to use a little bit more. This is Underdog by Fenty, and then Le Chocolat in Cocoa Crush. And I definitely used Fenty so much. I loved it so much, and Cocoa Crush a bit less. I think the formula is less good as Fenty, that's all. For now, I'm just gonna keep it in my liquid lipstick collection up here. And as I mentioned in my favorites roundup of February, I've been loving the Lime Crime lipsticks. What I want to pull out to use more are these Colourpop ones. So today I'm wearing Tool, for example, this guy right here, which is an ultra matte, and you can see that it's really new and barely used just by how much, like this one is something I use more regularly, just by how clear you can see the number. And I also want to use Barracuda. I just realized that they are 1 year old, so I need to use them more. So I'm gonna pull these 2 out to use. And these guys, the rest are actually older, but I use them more regularly. I have Tidal and Tansy. I do pick these up quite regularly. Oh, and I'll pull also Frick and Frack, which is also from probably a similar order and is 1 year old. And I think with these 3, I'm set with really nice nude and interesting nudes for my lips. So I'm gonna pull these 3 out. And I think I'm not gonna take out anything else because I'm quite okay with pulling things when I need them. So I'm not really worried about the lip products as much, except for these Colourpop ones that I realized I haven't used in a while. So that was my Shop My Stash for the month of March. I am very excited to have new things to play with, and well, also a palette that I've been playing for the whole month, but I wanted to switch around things in my drawer, and yeah, I just wanted a refresh. I really need a refresh, especially blushes, bronzer, and highlighter. Let me know what you will be using this month. Let me know if you like that someone else is picking my Shop My Stashes, or you can put requests in, maybe via Instagram, on things that I should use next month. It could be fun. I could maybe do a question box on my Instagram stories at the end of March to let you guys decide what I'm gonna use. Let me know if that's something you want to do, and until then, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!